poetry selections for you from this children's book. It's by Shel Silverstein, and if you've ever heard of him, he does write poetry, and there's this book of poems titled Where the Sidewalk Ends, as well as A Light in the Attic, and I'm sure there's more that I can't think of. And he also wrote the novel The Giving Tree, which I think, it says right here. Here it says his other works. And he did the poems and the drawings in this book. Here he is. He looks like he's a very laid-back dude. And on the back we have the continuation of this picture. We can see the town in the background. And if we turn it on to the front, we see that we've reached the end of the sidewalk. And this little doggy looks like he's about to fall off. So I'm pretty concerned for him. Someone needs to help him out or he's going to fall. And these kids are peering over the edge. So let's see what this book looks like without the book jacket. I actually quite like it. It's a pretty gold color. We see his autograph in the book there. I like it quite a bit. So I'm not going to be reading you all of these poems, obviously, because it would take quite some time. Poems are quite short. Some are silly, and some are very deep and meaningful. So I hope to read you my favorites. So there's going to be lots and lots of page turning since I won't be reading from every page. It says For Ursula. I wonder who Ursula is. Maybe like, it could either be a kid, or a mom, or a lover. You never know. Invitation. This is a great intro poem for the book. It says, Invitation. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. It's a great invitation to this book, really. And there's really some funny pictures in here as well. So you've got an acrobat hanging by his nose here, if you can see that. Here's a fun one. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun, it's time we flew, said Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. And higher and higher and higher they flew. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. over the sun and beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do, cried Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too never returned to the world they knew, and nobody knows what's happened to dear Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. Looks like we've got Captain Hook here. Hug a War. I will not play at tug-o-war. I'd rather play at hug-a-war, where everyone hugs instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins, and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. It's a happy poem. He's got his belly as a drum, and his nose is a clarinet. Kind of funny. Listen to the mustn'ts. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. Very true. Jimmy Jet and his TV set. Early bird. Oh, if you're a bird, be an early bird, and catch the worm for your breakfast plate. If you're a bird, be an early, early bird, but if you're a worm, sleep late. I like that one. These pages are nice and thick, too. I really think these books are great for children. This is my childhood book. Invention. I've done it, I've done it. Guess what I've done? Invented a light that plugs into the sun. The sun is bright enough, the bulb is strong enough, but oh, there's only one thing wrong. The cord ain't long enough. Ridiculous Rose. Her mama said, "Don't eat with your fingers." "Okay," said Ridiculous Rose. So she ate with her toes. That one's really silly, but I like it. Where the Sidewalk Ends. So this is the poem that the book is based on. There is a place where the sidewalk ends, and before the street begins, and there the grass grows soft and white, and there the sun burns crimson bright, and there the moonbird rests from his flight, to cool in the peppermint wind. Let us leave this place where the smoke blows black, and the dark street winds and bends, past the pits where the asphalt flowers grow. We shall walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and watch where the chalk-white arrows go, to the place where the sidewalk ends. Yes, we'll walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and we'll go where the chalk white arrows go. For the children they mark, and the children they know, the place where the sidewalk ends. I can't help but giggle at some of the pictures. They're really fun, I think. Drats. Can anyone lend me 2 80-pound rats? I want to rid my house of cats. Poem about the unicorn. Treehouse. A treehouse, a free house, a secret you and me house, a high up in the leafy branches, cozy as can be house. A street house, a neat house, be sure and wipe your feet house, is not my kind of house at all. Let's go and live in a tree house. I definitely agree. Lazy Jane. Lazy, 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 lazy Jane. She wants a drink of water, so she waits and waits and waits and waits and waits for it to rain. The edge of the world. Point of view. Thanksgiving dinners sad and thankless, Christmas dinners dark and blue, when you stop and try to see it from the turkey's point of view. Sunday dinner isn't sunny. Easter feasts are just bad luck when you see it from the viewpoint of a chicken or a duck. Oh, how I once loved tuna salad, pork and lobsters, lamb chops too, till I stopped and looked at dinner from the dinner's point of view. If I had a brontosaurus. If I had a brontosaurus, I would name him Horace or Morris. But if suddenly one day he had a lot of little brontosauri, I would change his name to Lori. Please do not make fun of me, and please don't laugh. It isn't easy to write a poem on the neck of a running giraffe. That's a cool design. Alice. She drank from a bottle called Drink Me, and up she grew so tall. She ate from a plate called Taste Me, and down she shrank so small. And so she changed, while other folks never tried nothing at all. Flavors. 18 luscious, scrumptious flavors. Chocolate, lime and cherry, coffee, pumpkin, fudge banana, caramel cream and boysenberry, rocky road and toasted almond, butterscotch, vanilla dip, butter brickle, apple ripple, coconut and mocha chip, brandy peach and lemon custard, each scoop lovely smooth and round, tallest ice cream cone in town, lying there on the ground. Instructions. If you should ever choose to bathe an armadillo, use 1 bar of soap and a whole lot of hope and 72 pads of Brillo. The worst. When singing songs of scariness, of bloodiness and hairiness, I feel obligated at this moment to remind you of the most ferocious beast of all, 3,000 pounds and 9 feet tall, the Clurpy Slurpy Skakagraw, who's standing right behind you. Forgotten language. Once I spoke the language of the flowers. Once I understood each word the caterpillar said. Once I smiled in secret at the gossip of the starlings and shared a conversation with the housefly in my bed. Once I heard and answered all the questions of the crickets and joined the crying of each falling dying flake of snow. Once I spoke the language of the flowers. How did it go? How did it go? This one's really sad. Melinda May. Have you heard of tiny Melinda May, who ate a monstrous whale? She thought she could, she said she would, so she started in right at the tail. And everyone said, you're much too small, but that didn't bother Melinda at all. She took little bites and she chewed very slow, just like a good girl should. And in 89 years she ate that whale because she said she would. Mary. No one's hanging stockings up, no one's baking pie, no one's looking up to see a new star in the sky, no one's talking brotherhood, no one's giving gifts, and no one loves a Christmas tree on March the 25th. And that is the end of our book. So, I think I read all the ones I wanted. It would have been a good idea to bookmark them, but I thought I would remember my favorites. And I like them all for different reasons. But there are a lot of other silly ones in here. There's an index as well, in case you're, I guess, looking for a specific one. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed my selected readings of poetry. I wanted to make a few sticky sounds towards the end just because I always forget to make this sound, and it's one of my personal favorites. I also enjoy tapping, of course, but I never forget to tap, and I always forget to stick, I guess. So, thank you for listening to the poetry, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.